Hello, my dear children. A very good morning to one and all. Welcome all today's math class. Hope you all are safe and good at home. I am also fine. We all know the present situation of COVID-19. Now the number of COVID cases increases day by day. So it is our duty to stay safe and keep social distance. Okay. We don't know or we can't say when the school will open. Anyway, we have to continue our studies. Okay, so we are discussing square numbers and its square roots. In the last class, we learned some properties and patterns of square numbers. Today we are finding square of a number without actual multiplication and learn about Pythagorean triplets. Today we are going to learn a new method for finding the square of a number without doing multiplication. Okay, let's see. How will you find the square of a number? Yes, you all know that square of a number is double of that number or 2 times that number. Okay, here I am saying another method to find the square of a number without any multiplication. Okay, without actual multiplication. Okay, we need to find the square of a number 23. We need to find the square of a 23. Square of a number 23. In normal way, 23 square equal to 23 into 23. That is the normal way to find the square. Here we use another method. Okay, listen. 23. The number is 23. So, just write this 23 as 20 plus 3. That means just split the number into tens format. Just split 23 as 20 plus 3. Don't split like 19 plus 4 or 21 plus 2 like that. Split into tens format for easy calculation. Okay. Now, to find the square, what we do? 23 square equal to 20 plus 3 whole square. So, this is our number 23. 20 plus 3. So, whole square. Whole square means what? Yes, it can be written as 20 into 20 plus 3. 2 times that number. So, we can write 20 into 20 plus 3 plus this number 3 into 20 plus 3. Just write 20 plus 3 whole square as 20 into 20 plus 3. Then 3 into 20 plus 3. Okay. Now expand the bracket. 20 into 20. First bracket expansion 20 into 20. Then plus second term 20 into 3. Okay. Then plus next bracket 3 into 20 plus 3 into 3. Okay, clear? Just expand the bracket. Now, find the product. 20 into 20, it is 400. Plus 20 into 3, 60. Plus 3 into 20, again 60. Plus 3 into 3, 9. Okay, so look at the number 400 plus 60 plus 60 plus 9. Just find the sum. 400 plus 60 plus 60, 120. 120 plus 9, 129 plus 400. So, it is equal to 529. So, without doing any multiplication, we found 23 square equal to 529. Okay, clear? How is the method? Is it easy? Yes, it is very easy to find the square. Okay. Okay, let's do one more question. 39 square. Okay, next number 39 square. 39. Okay, so first step, split the number into tens format. So it becomes 30 plus 9. 39 can be written as 30 plus 9. Now whole square, 39 square. Square of this number equal to 30 plus 9 whole square. Okay, so whole square can be written as 30 into 30 plus 9 plus 9 into 30 plus 9 whole square can be written as like this. Now bracket expansion. Just expand the brackets. 30 into 30. First number plus second number 30 into 9 plus second term expansion 9 into 30 plus 9 into 9. Okay. Now find the value. 30 into 30, that is 900. Okay. Then 30 into 9, 270. 3 into 9, 27. 0. 270. Next term also same. 270 plus 9 nines are 81. Now add these numbers. 900 plus 270 plus 270. 270 plus 270, it is 540. Okay, first let's add these numbers. 900. First number 900. Now these two terms become 540. Then last term 81. Okay, add these three numbers. 1, 12, 15. So this is the square of the number 39. 1521. So 39 square equal to 1521. Without actual multiplication, we found the square. Okay, clear? Okay, I will give you some more questions. Try to do. Okay. Okay, next is Pythagorean triplets. Do you know who Pythagoras was? Yes, he was a famous Greek mathematician and a great philosopher also. I think you have studied Pythagoras theorem in your 7th standard, isn't it? Yes. Okay, let's discuss. What is a Pythagorean triplets? It is a group of, a collection of 3 numbers, because triplets or triple means what? 3, number 3. So it is a collection of 3 special numbers. Is known as a Pythagorean triplets. Okay, let's see which numbers are known as Pythagorean triplets. Okay, look at the board. Here I wrote 2 numbers 3 and 4. The 2 numbers are 3 and 4. What is the sum of the squares of these 2 numbers? Sum of the squares of these 2 numbers. What is it? Just find. 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square equal to 9. Then 4 square equal to 16. So what is 9 plus 16? It is equal to 25. 25 is another square number. We can write this as 5 square. So sum of the squares of 2 numbers is equal to square of another number. So the collection of these 3 numbers form a Pythagorean triplets. Clear? The collection of 3 numbers forms a Pythagorean triplet. 3, 4 and 5. These 3 numbers are known as 3, 4 and 5 are known as a Pythagorean triplets. Clear? Okay. Next one. Next numbers 6 and 8. Using this number, make a Pythagorean triplets. So first find the sum of the squares of these numbers. So what will be the squares? Sum of the squares of these two numbers, 6 square plus 8 square. 6 square equal to 36 and 8 square equal to 64 and their sum equal to 100. What is 100? It is the square of another number. 10 square is 100. So these three numbers forms another triplets. Which are the numbers? 6, 8 and 10. These three numbers forms another triplets. Okay. Now it's clear what is a Pythagorean triplets. It is a collection of special type of numbers. Okay. Can you find some more Pythagorean triplets? Of course. There is a general form for finding the Pythagorean triplets. For any natural number m greater than 1, you can find a Pythagorean triplets using the form 2m. Okay. The general form of a Pythagorean triplet is for any m greater than 1, 2m. First number is 2m. It is the collection of three numbers. So the first number is 2m. And the second one is m square minus 1. Okay. Now the third number is m square plus 1. 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So using this general form, you can find more Pythagorean triplets. Okay. Let's find a triplets using m equal to 4. Okay, m equal to 4. Find a Pythagorean triplet. M equal to 4. So what is the first number? Triplets first number 2m. That is 2 into 4. Then second number 4 square minus 1. Third one 4 square plus 1. So 2 into 4, 8. First number is 8. Then second number 4 square 16. 16 minus 1, 15. And the third one 4 m square plus 1. That is 4 square plus 1, 17. So these three forms a triplets. 8, 15 and 17 is a Pythagorean triplets. So using this form, you can find more Pythagorean triplets for any natural number m greater than 1. Okay. Now from a Pythagorean triplets, if one of the number is given, then you can find the other two numbers also. If one of the number is given, then you can find the other two numbers. Okay. Look at the example. Okay. I read the question. I am not writing the question on the board because there is no enough space for writing questions also. Okay. The question is, find a Pythagorean triplets in which one member is 12. Find the Pythagorean triplets. Find a Pythagorean triplets in which one of the member is 12. Here 12 is one of the number. One of the member. It is not m. It is one of the member. In that three numbers, this is one of the member. You have to find the other two members. Now the question is clear? Yes. Okay. To find the other two numbers, we can use the general form. So first find m. From our general form, m is the first number 2m. Second number m square minus 1. And third m square plus 1. So take the first number 2m. 2m equal to this. Just assume first number is 12. Okay, 2m equal to 12. Then m equal to 2m equal to 12. Then m equal to 12 by 2 equal to 6. Isn't it? Yes. So m is 6. Now using this m, find the other two members. So 2m is our first member. From that we can find m equal to 6. Now find the other two members. You can use any other form. That means the second form, m square minus 1. Use that one, no problem. M square minus 1 equal to 12. From that you can find m. But in this case, that is not possible because you never get root. If you are using m square minus 1 equal to 12. That is not an integer because m square equal to 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. M square is 13. Therefore, m equal to square root of 13. It's not an integer. It is not a perfect square. So, you can't use that form. The third also you can't use because m square plus 1. That number is not an integer. So, use first form 2m equal to 12. Then find m. Now, this is our m. Using this m equal to 6, we can find the other two members. That is m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So, what is m square minus 1? M square, m equal to 6 square minus 1. 6 square is 36 minus 1 equal to 35. Second member. Okay, then third member m square plus 1. That is 6 square plus 1 equal to 36 plus 1 is 37. So, these three are the members of the triplets. Which are the numbers? First member 12. Using that 12, we found m equal to 6. Then the second and third members are 35 and 37. Use the general form. We use the general form to find the second and third number. This way you can find. Now it's clear. Okay, one more. Write a Pythagorean triplets whose smallest member is 8. Write a Pythagorean triplets whose smallest member is 8. So use this method. The same way you can find m first. So the general form of a Pythagorean triplets is 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So we can start with our first term 2m. The first one member of that triplet is 8. Okay. So 2m equal to 8. Therefore m equal to 8 by 2 equal to 4. So here our m is 4. First member is 8 and m is 4. Now find the second and third member. That is m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. M square minus 1 is 4 square minus 1. Then plus 1. 4 square plus 1. 16 minus 1 equal to 15. M square minus 1 is 15. 4 square minus 1. 16 minus 1, 15. Now 4 square plus 1. That is 16 plus 1 equal to 17. So these are the three members. First member is 8. Second one 15. And third one 17. So these three numbers forms a Pythagorean triplets. Okay. If one of the member is given, then you can find the other two members also. Using the general form, we can find the triplets, Pythagorean triplets. Here, already one member is given. So, we can find the other two members. Now, it's clear? Okay. Okay. We will discuss the same topic in the online class. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. In that class. That's all about today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.